This guy is Abel Tasman, who was born in the Netherlands in 1603. He studied to become a skilled navigator and joined the Dutch East India Company to work on its sailing ships. The Dutch East India Company, known in Dutch as Verenigde Oost-Indische Company, was granted a trade monopoly by the Dutch government that covered the territory between the Cape of Good Hope and the Straits of Magellan. In 1642, Abel became the sea commander of an expedition across the South Pacific. He sailed in the flagship Heemskerk, accompanied by an armed transport ship Zeehan. The expedition's main aims were to find new areas for trade or to discover a passage across the Pacific to Chile. The two ships set sail from Indonesia in August 1642. As they traveled south and eastwards, they just missed the continent of Australia, but managed to catch sight of the hills of Tasmania. Finally, on the 13th of December 1642, the call came out and they saw a large land. It was the west coast of the South Island, and Abel called it Staten Land, which the Dutch government later renamed New Zealand. 5 days later, the vessel anchored in a beautiful bay known today as Golden Bay. The following morning, a cluster of waka or Maori canoes paddled out to investigate the new arrivals. A small boat was sent from the Zeehan to the Heemskerk to warn her crew to be on guard. But on its way back to the Zeehan, the boat was rammed by a waka, and 13 Maori warriors attacked the crew with hand clubs and paddles. The Zeehan and Heemskerk responded with musket and cannon fire. Several sailors and possibly one Maori died in the fight, and the Dutch raised anchor and fled without setting foot on land. They continued their exploration northwards, but strong currents and their fear of the local people made them reluctant to attempt another landing. Historians now wonder if the lenses and the telescopes used by the Dutch sailors actually distorted their view and only confirmed their fearful impression of Maori as giants. The two ships turned and sailed away from New Zealand in 1643. Abel mapped the small amount he had seen of the country's west coast, but remained convinced he had been skirting the edge of a large continent.